Hello and welcome to the transcription explanation of these designs. I wasn't sure on the dimensions you wanted for these two phrases. You just mentioned you wanted them simplistic and linear, so I kept the lines relatively thin and all uniform, and mostly wanted the bare bones of the design without any extra fluff. But I still put them together in two different ways. One is each circle has a full word, and one is each circle per letter chunk. I did sometimes put consonants with the vowels, as you can do with this here. So you see how these are the vowels by themselves. You can also put the vowels on the consonants, which is why there's little circles on all of those different rows. But let's go ahead and read this design. So, Compassionate Heart has a lot more letters than Quiet Mind, so I tried pretty hard to make them look somewhat balanced, but this one obviously has a lot more intricacy because it has a lot more letters in the word compassionate. I wanted to play with this kind of 6-circle pattern with all 6 circles evenly spaced around this inner word circle because the C is a full circle with 1, 2, 3, 4 dots. So you see this circle here. I'm going to turn it red. This is the C because it's a full circle with 4 dots. This vowel is the O and it's between these two. This one, it has these 2 lines ending on it here plus a third one here, which is good because an M has 3 lines. A P, this one here, has these 2 lines here, so 1 line less than the M. The A is outside the word circle. This S is a shall divot with 1, 2, 3 lines on it. And then this next S over here also has 1, 2, 3 lines on it, except this line also connects up to an I, a little vowel with a line going inwards. And then our O is right here. This N is a full circle with 1 line here, kind of matching the extra line on the M. And then we have, so here's our N. Our A is outside the word circle. Yes. A T is a shallow divot right here, and our E is right there. That's Compassionate, compassionate. And these lines are just the lines coming from the M and the P. So let's go ahead to this word. We start at the bottom when you go counterclockwise. So our first letter is this one. There's 2 lines on a horseshoe shape, making it an H. Then an E is centered. A is outside the word circle. Shallow divot for the R with 3 dots, and then a T is a shallow divot with nothing ending on it. These lines passing completely through is important because lines that end on letters count. Lines that pass through letters do not count. So that's Compassionate Heart. Now here is Compassionate Heart unwrapped. We have another C, a full circle inside our word circle, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 dots on it, 2 at the bottom, 2 at the top, and that makes it the letter C. Then our O is attached to it like a bead on a string. So that's just the letter C. And if I were to write this out as a more direct translation, it would be like a C space, a C-O space, M space, P-A space, S-S space, I space, O space, N-A space, T-E. So a little bit different, but still pretty legible. It's just broken out. So it'd be like COMPASSIONATEHEART. So it would actually be spelled like this. Because C, full circle, 4 dots, O, attached to it, M, full circle, 3 lines, P, full circle, 2 lines, A, outside our word circle. This is a double line, so it's a double letter. And there's 1, 2, 3 total lines ending on it for the double S. I line going inwards, O, internal, N with 1 line, A, outside the word circle, T, shallow divot, E. H, big divot, so like a horseshoe shape with 2 lines on it. E centered, A outside our word circle. And the reason why the A is first looking is because of that bottom counterclockwise rule. This guy is still going to start at the bottom and go counterclockwise. So we're going to have that H here with 2 lines, the E centered, and then the A outside the word circle. I debated whether or not I wanted to put this A somewhere here or somewhere else, or as its own full circle, but I wanted to kind of shrink this as much as I really could to help it fit a similar space as Quiet Mind. So let's go ahead and move on to Quiet Mind, which is spelt Q-U-I-E-T-M-I-N-D. It's spelt like that. So we have a QU, a circle crossing our word circle with 1 line, an I with a line going towards the middle of our word circle, an E centered on a word circle, and then a T shallow divot. 1, 2, 3 lines on the M, I with a line going inwards, N with 1 line on it, and then the D with 3 dots. So that's quiet mind. I don't think I read this one yet in this full circle. So we're going to start at the bottom here and go counterclockwise. Here's our QU. It's a full circle that, if you look carefully, has a whole lot of lines going through it, but only right here does the line actually end on it. So that's the one line making it a QU. Then an I has a line going inwards. Here's our centered E, and then our shallow divot for our T with no modifiers. So that's quiet. And then this M has 1, 2, 3 lines on it. This fourth one is actually on the I inside, so it doesn't count because it passes through the M, so that's only 3 counting lines. M-I, and then this N has 1 line on it here, and a D is a horseshoe with 3 dots. And then this circle is just a line coming from the end. So that is 2 variations for each of these words. Hope you like it. Thanks. Bye.